what is Back to Basics about? Well, Back to Basics is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a series which basically takes us all the way back to when we first started the Vintage Story, with no mods, no basic changes in world config. So everything is basically how it would be out of the box. Let me just grab those berries as well whilst I'm here. Might as well get a bit of food. Why did I want to do this? Well, to be honest, it's been over a year since basically I had a purely default world with no changes in the actual world itself, no quirky differences. And we got wolves already, so let's go this way. we'll avoid the wolves, shall we? We'll go this way. Yeah, so I wanted to basically create a world where basically it was back to when I first started, and like I said, it's been over a year since we had a purely vanilla world, and I wanted to play a world without any mods. I wanted to play it as if I was discovering the game for the very first time. Now, from the map, it actually looks like this is actually not a sea, but it's like one big, I think, just massive pond. It's quite big. It might be a sea, might be going into, so it might be like a tributary or an inlet. Oh, some fish. I'm just going to mark it on the map here to let myself know that there's some fish inside here. You don't get sticks from every single leaf deposit you break down. It's basically only the darker coloured ones. Let's grab ourselves another piece of flint as we are here, and let's head up here. We'll see if we can find a nice spot. Still keeping an eye out for any copper deposits on the floor. But we probably are running out of time now, because it is going to start to get dark quite soon. So I really would like to find somewhere a little bit safer. Maybe over here where these mushrooms are. Just dig into this area a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we'll collect the mushrooms first, and then we'll peel back some dirt, and we'll hunker down here for our first night. We're here now, so we're going to make ourselves an axe to start off with. There we go. And we're going to put that on our hotbar as well. I would like to make myself some torches. I want to leave myself at least you. There we go. So we have a fire starter as well. Let's just put you up there. We'll put you up there as well. Let's make ourselves a torch. And there we go. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get ourselves basically any trees as yet. And there we go. But we got ourselves a torch, so we can actually at least have a bit of light inside here tonight. We've got plenty of food to last us the night. Now, I am going to basically just going to press C, and we're going to look at a few things. Current rift activity is seen as calm, which is quite good. Outside temperature is 10 degrees, so we're not going to be freezing, which is quite good as well. You're probably looking at an overall all-round temperature. We are basically in an area where it's not going to get too hot. Just there, that's where our camp is. You can see the little flames in the distance. Well, that's where we are. I'm not a big fan of this area, to be brutally honest. So, so let's pop over there then. Let's have a check, make sure there's nothing particularly nasty around us. We seem to be okay. I'm not seeing any wolves or bears in the area, which is good. Nice to the fact we found another, big pile of peat there. More burnables. Excellent. Not seeing a lot of trees. Well, I've not seen any trees, am I? I'm going to hang around here for too long. You can have asking for it if you're going to... Oh, this is a great find. Horsetail. If you find this, make sure you pick it up. Horsetail mixed with reeds gives you a poultice so you can heal yourself. Really, really useful thing to find in game. It's not super rare, but obviously you'll find them more readily in areas like this than you would do a desert. Let's go up here. I think I will chop this tree down though. I'm not feeling particularly safe up here because you got all this brush and you can literally have a bear or basically a wolf literally inside there and you won't be able to see it. But we will chop this tree down, definitely. And I think we're going to need to make ourselves another axe. So temporally stable, and when I say it's temporally stable, basically the gear in the middle of your hotbar, if it's turning one way or another, you pretty much want to stay away from it. If it's turning anti-clockwise and the colour of it is starting to drain out, it means it's a temporally unstable area. Let's have a little nosy over here. Just trying to make sure I'm not doing anything too stupid. You know, I'm running into the mouth of a wolf. You know, that wouldn't be the greatest thing to do. I do like this area. See, there we go. Family of wolves. There you go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 wolves down there. So probably not an area that you'd want to live in because obviously the longer it is, they will get pups and you have more wolves. And I think there's another wolf over there as well. Yeah, so this is, although nice, although pretty, I don't think this is an option we're going to be going down. Oh no, I forgot to cover up the pit combs. So, if you don't cover up a pit comb and it rains, and it wasn't raining when we left, it can put the pit combs out. So the question is, basically, did it start raining before the pit combs finished themselves off? Well, we'll find out in a second, won't we? And the answer is, unfortunately, yes. So, yeah, the pit kilns were put out by the rain. The rain must have basically hit literally as soon as we'd left. Damn. But yeah, just doing something like this should be fine, basically. It should cover it. Right, so unlike your basically pit kilns, a charcoal pit can be basically all next to each other. Right, let's do... There we go. So, what you need is basically your logs. So you need to basically do you, and then next door, you. So let's have them all facing the same way, just for anyone who's, you know, gonna go loopy about it. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Right, they're all facing the same way. So all you need to do now is quite simple. You need to cover up, place one block there, and what you're going to be doing, you're going to be lighting this, and then placing a block there. Okay? So lighting this and placing a block there. And to light it, we need, firstly, one piece of grass. So as you can see, basically this is completely different to this. So this is a pit comb, and this is a charcoal pit. Okay? Right, so when I place the grass down, it changes into a fire pit in construction. There we go. Place down your firewood. Get yourself a torch out. Thank you. Now it gives you 30 seconds to place the piece of dirt there, so make sure you have a piece of dirt in your inventory ready. So we'll crouch and then right. So food wise, how am I doing for food? So I've got 4 mushrooms left. Eesh. We're moving. So I've been spending a little bit of time on this world off camera, and it never stops raining. And to be honest, I want to live somewhere a little bit less rainy. So we're going to be moving. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll bring you back when we're all set up in our new area. But yeah, I'm tired of the rain. I've had enough of the rain. So I'm just basically going to take over my last bits and pieces from our old base, which is just over there, just slightly over there, to our new base. And the good thing about this wide open section here, that if you just come round the corner, there's basically an identical one here, which is quite cool. So at some point when we have the resources and infrastructure to do it, I do want to open up all of this and maybe get rid of some part of this to make it one big area. And I've obviously got some steps going up as well, which is really, really good. But yeah, I'll take you down to where we're now based. Might as well pick up the flint as I'm passing it. No point in passing it up. So this pond has fish as well. So we have fish spawns inside here, which is excellent to see. We are surrounded by crickets and grasshoppers. Which adds a bit more ambiance, I think is the word we're looking for. And yeah, this is our home currently. I do want to basically trim back all of this and just basically make it so it's a little bit better to live in. We actually have 42 nuggets. So you know what that means. Basically, if I leave 2 inside there, that means we can make ourselves a hammer and a pickaxe. So we need shovel mold, we need a hammer mold, and we need the pickaxe mold. Folks blade, pickaxe mold. There we go. Oh, you're ready. Now let's remove the charcoal. There's no point wasting it. Let's get our tongs And we'll basically change them in our off band. Let's press the X button. There we go. You come here. And then we can go you. And then you. So the reason behind basically having the hammer and not just a pickaxe. The pickaxe, yeah, you'll be able to basically cut out the copper when you found it, because I think we have 2 sources. I'm pretty sure we have 2 sources if my memory serves me right. Let's zoom out a bit. So what have we got there? We've got peat there, borax, quartz. Let's have a look. So we've got some copper there. What's that one? Red clay, peat. So we've got copper there and we've got copper there. Oh, we've got some copper there. So might as well collect all these 3 today. Might as well get all the copper we can. So yeah, it's absolutely fine having a basically, you know, copper pickaxe to actual, you know, pick up the actual copper ore, but you can't cook down with it. You can't reduce it down without the actual hammer part, which is, you know, that's the reason why you need the actual hammer, because you have to break down the chunks that you get from your pickaxe into smaller bits, which can then be cooked. So, simple as that. Right, let's just grab a little bit of food, and you can go back over there. Let's see what have we got to eat. So we've got fresh for 13 days. We're going to have to do another food run because we are running low. Thank you. And this is hefty field mushroom soup. They say it's hefty, but it's not that hefty. You know, you're going to recover a little bit. I'm not seeing anything over there. Let's pick on the map for a second. Let's zoom out. So yeah, this is the area that I've actually... Pig's running away from something. Not too sure what. Yeah, so the map's been expanded. So obviously this is all the area that we covered. Further down there is new chunks. So let's go down there then. Might as well. As long as we're careful. That was careful, kind of. Obviously, this is not the perfect terrain for wolves, so I'm not expecting to see many wolves around this area. Oh, more copper. This is excellent stuff. So we'll have you. Let's empty you into there. Yeah. That's good, isn't it? It looks like a big vein as well. So let's mark this on the map. So we can come back with our pickaxe. So copper. It's a great find. There's more down there. Let's bring out that. Oh, it's literally there, isn't it, as well? Look at that. Can't get better, basically, easier finds than that. Now, let's go up here. I've got a little bit of food. I've got some mushroom soup, and I got 2 pieces of fish as well. And we are going to make ourselves a pickaxe. So there's our pickaxe. Yay! I'm gonna put these up here. I need one on my bar and 1 hammer. Now, I don't need to take the hammer with me. Can you hear that? That's the bow tone. But I do need to take my pickaxe. Right, so we're going to go copper mining. That's right. So bring up our map, all the locations of copper. So we're going to have to zoom out a little bit. So we've got one over here on the ridge. But I think I'm going to do this one, and this one along here. and we'll see how we do from there. Right, I'll meet you the first one, or if I get into any trouble. So let's see if we basically got either medium or poor this time. There we go. Then to durability of the pickaxe at the moment. So this is poor. Now most copper you're going to find is going to be of poor quality. So there's no point getting your knickers in a twist about it. It is what it is. It's one of those with copper. Most times you will find poor quality. It's still copper. We will still take it. 24 first. We've got 96 nuggets. That's excellent. And with the 50, we've got in total oh my word, we've got 242, was it 46? 246 copper nuggets. Excellent stuff. I am pretty sure that is more than enough to make ourselves an anvil. And if we can make ourselves an anvil, you know what that means. We can very, very quickly get into a saw. So we can basically make some planks and we can get barrels going and everything else. So let's see if we can actually make 900 to start off with. So that's 600. Yeah, more than enough. So we're getting into tools now. Now, the first tools I'm going to be making are really, really quite important. Well, I think they're quite important in your development of your world. And I'm going to be making myself a saw. And I'm going to be making myself a prospecting pick. It was going to be between a prospecting pick and an actual chisel. But I went with prospecting pick because I thought more important to grab those ores first before we do anything else. You do need a chisel to make yourself a quern. But like I said, as long as we're collecting ores, that's the main thing. And up here is where we're going to be having our little farm. That's right. So I will need to make myself a bucket as well, which hence the reason why we need the saw. And saw opens up quite a lot of things. It's not only buckets, but you can start making yourself chests, and you can make yourself barrels and just crates, and lots of different things are required for the boards, which you will need for saws. But yeah, I'm going to use this area. I'll expand it out a little bit, but not a great deal, and we'll fence it off, and then we can get some seeds growing finally. Hopefully, they won't be attacked by the rabbits of the area. I'm hoping basically I've left enough room above head that no rabbits will spawn. And if they do spawn and jump off, they might just die, but we'll see, I suppose. Planting time. So I've got 5 flax and 4 rye, or it could be the other way around, 4 rye and 5 flax. And I will be planting it around each water source, and so it's going to get its best opportunity to grow. So it is 4 flax and 5 rye. The rye is important because we'll be able to get some grain in our diet, and obviously the flax as well. Now, this is what I mean by the actual fertility and the moisture levels. At this moment in time, it's only just been done, so it's 100% moisture levels, but over time, basically, the moisture levels will drop. So next I'd like to show you just a little bit of a demonstration of the prospecting pick and how you would go about using it. And the prospecting pick is quite a clever little tool and stuff, and it gives you 2 different settings. One setting will give you a radius of 6 all the way around you of whether there's any ores, and the other setting will basically give you a more of a closer and up close where they, what's next to you type of thing. But yeah, really super useful, and you kind of have to separate the 3 test holes which are just dug, one down the bottom, one over here and one over there, and so they have to be separated by a minimum of 4 blocks. So each test hole has to be separated by a minimum of 4 blocks. And there we go, that's the information that you will normally get for basically when you do your 3 test holes. Now each area will give you different basically ores and ratios and stuff, but in general basically that's the type of information that you would like to see. The more information the better, because it usually means there's actually something around the area. Come all the way over to an area that I am nicknaming the Briar Patch. Now the Briar Patch is a massively built up area of trees and bushes and wildlife and danger at every turn. Basically on my way here, I found basically a nice source of brown coal, which I will be obviously digging out. Well, not all of it. I got around about 32, 34 chunks, and I basically picked up some copper as well. But yeah, we are on our way to the Briar Patch. And there's like wolves and bears and everything is there just to kill you. But yeah, this is a super good found. Finding any type of basically ignition source, be it brown coal or black coal, is always going to help you out on your play of this game. And yeah, the vegetation is very thick, and obviously anyone who's played this game for any time whatsoever will know that the thicker the vegetation, the more thicker the trees, there is a higher chance of you finding wolves, unfortunately. Oh no, this is the death pit. But yeah, the areas, basically, when it comes to really wooded areas, a lot of people tend to stick out of until a little bit later in the game, just for the sheer fact that you're pretty much guaranteed to find some sort of wolves there, or bears, or both. So yeah, not great. So this time we have come all the way to the other side of the map. So that was the Briar Pit just then. This is more of a plains area, so it's just weird. It's up on an actual plateau. So we're down below, probably, I don't know, maybe 20-30 blocks down below this height. There's even a large pond here as well, but there's ruins, not great ruins, but there's still ruins. But it's a massive plateau it's just so flat. It'd be great for building on if we want to build up here, of course. But yeah, we have another little trader there. I'm pretty sure that he was just a treasure hunter, nothing particularly massively useful. Well, not to me yet anyway. I mean, treasure hunters will be useful at some point, just not yet. But yeah, this is the super important area that we're coming to. Firstly, we found basically a new tree type. It's going to be a larch. That's right, we find the larch tree, which is what the tree is over there. Yes, I'm looking at a moose at the moment. Hello, Mr. Moose. Just keep on going. Keep going. You know you want to just run, will you? Wowzers. Anyway, yeah. So this is basically, it's weird. It's literally, there's no trees around anywhere, and there's just this little outcrop, plateau, if you want to call it, above everything else. That's got half a dozen, maybe even slightly more larch trees there, which is excellent for obviously seeds and stuff. But it's what I find basically when I go over to the actual larch trees is the most fascinating thing. So I came over to the area just to investigate it, just to double check to make sure it was large. Got a few little death pits down there, and obviously we can collect a load of saplings from all these trees, which would be brilliant. And larch is a lovely wood. It's a pale whitey yellowy wood, but there's a weird outcropping over there as well, which I don't understand. I would like to investigate that at some point. I don't do that today, but I want to have a look at that a little bit closer. It's very strange. But no, what is the most interesting thing is what I find in the distance, and there is some white blocks in the middle of it. Now my immediate reaction was basically, oh my word, I found chalk, because there was a distinct difference in colour between those white blocks in that dirt, I suppose, and the granite which is in the edge and stuff. But it wasn't chalk. It is something that I have never ever found in Vintage Story. It's marble. Green marble rock. Now, the wonderfully cool thing about green marble, or marble in general and stuff, is that you can turn it into something else. Now, marble itself is quite cool, but marble can turn into lime, and lime is used to make leather. So this is where we are, and I've managed to basically open out of the map all here. So basically I went this way for a change. So we have kind of like been exploring downwards and a little bit upwards, but this one is right across the bay, and then this is actually a big glacier, so this is all the ice on top of here. And yeah, so I managed to get all the way up here. This is a good area. I picked up an absolute ton of seeds. Anyway, what am I talking about? Why don't you just basically watch the footage? All right, I'll roll the VT, and I'll see you back here in a minute. I don't know why they made this change and stuff. I suppose it is to make it more difficult, because obviously you need a tool now to make an actual quern. Why they chose basically a hammer and chisel, I don't know, to be honest. It's a bit of a strange one if you ask me. Chisel. There we go, chisel. Right, so swap you around there. Let's push you out. There we go, one chisel. Let's cool it down. And hopefully I should have enough durability left in my actual hammer to make the quern. Let's hope so anyway. Right, so need 4 blocks. So we do you, 2 sticks, and then you, and then you. There we go. 1 granite quern. Oh, it only took a little bit of durability. It's nice to see. Nice to have a chisel as well. You start to do more fanciful things. You can go up there as well. And I don't need you now. There we go. So, quern. We're going to put the quern... Oh, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We'll be moving it anyway. So we'll put it here. There we go. We'll put the quern there. And then we'll grab our marble out. There we go. So we'll do a stack of 64 to start off with. And unfortunately, this does burn your hunger down. Can't be helped. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4. Yeah, 4 should be fine. And I think I am going to basically put it inside here. Just so basically... I'm not too sure if it is a mod that makes basically this fill up with rain, or it's just part of the actual gameplay, so I'm just going to keep it undercover. I think it's a better idea. Oh, it's getting super dark, isn't it? Right, now we need our bucket of water. There we go. Thank you. we'll put it inside here. There we go. $50. Right, so there we go. We've got basically 4 barrels full of water. Put you down there. And this top one, it should be a 1-for-1. So basically 50 litres of water. We've got 50 lime inside there. Should just convert it straight over to lime water. A 1-for-1 recipe, which is quite nice for a change, to be honest. And I will be needing 15 oak logs. 15 oak logs. 5 going to this one to make you wheat tanning. 5 going to this one makes you weak tanning, and you put another 5 in to make you strong tanning. That's pretty much what leather is. It goes from here to I think scraped, and then into the tanning, and then in tanning again. But yeah, so let's get our leather. Hopefully it's not rotten. I'm hoping so. There we go. Rawhide fresh for 2 more days. And we'll pop it inside the lime water. There we go. We basically got our leather process up and running. There we go. We'll turn to 2 soaked hide after 20 hours of sealing. There we go. So that's working nicely. I just thought basically at the end of the day, it was going to be easier just to make something out of bismuth bronze than the constant search for tin. And I think, to be honest, I think that's something that I would actually recommend. Tin at this moment in time is very, very hard to find. It's a lot harder to find than bismuth, and bismuth is super simple to find. And zinc, which is what you also need to make bismuth bronze, you need a small amount of zinc. And all the zinc that I've got is basically from panning, believe it or not. So firstly, I want to start working on this actual area, the actual base and stuff. So let's start closing things up, maybe even change the floor out, and maybe change up here as well. So we're going to be doing that today. But I also want to basically see if I can find the actual iron. And I also basically want to get some food, because again, we are running very, very low. I think we've either running low or we don't have anything. Let's have a look. We've got a bit of fat left, and that's pretty much it. Do we have any food on my bowl? No. So we're going to have to do a bit of basically animal hunting first, which, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, we kind of have to do it. It's pretty much a daily thing at the moment until our crops are ready and they're raring to go and they can keep us supplied with food and stuff. This is kind of basically our life at this moment in time. So I do want to make myself a meal. and I do want to try my best to make it at least decent. So a bit of meat and a bit of berries and stuff. Let's see what we can find, what we can kill. I think there's some pigs around the corner. And we do need to get that fat rolling in. We need fat for basically when we're making our windmill. And fat basically comprises of a lot of things, to be honest. You can make light sauces with the fat as well. But predominantly, it's going to be for the windmill. I'm not going to kill the chickens as they don't give much meat. But I will kill the piggy wigs. Oh my god. Lousy throwing. Come on. Ah, come on. Yeah, I would say I've not been I've not been using this enough, so there we go. Well, let's see a bit of berries just to stop our health from going down too much. Which is whoa, 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 my god, my I am doomed. Go away. Yeah, I'm so screwed. I'm just gonna keep on hitting everything. Yeah, almost dead. Almost dead. There you go. Serves me right. Oh my word. Right, where the heck am I? Okay, let's bring on the map. Right, we're gonna have to make a dash back. Okay, we're all the way over here, and my death point is there. Okay, right. So we need to go that way. Right, so to start off with, I think I want to basically chop down my birch trees that I've got. I'm going to start basically making a few changes to this base and maybe having it a little bit more secure. I think that's not the worst idea. So let's come and chop these down, and we'll work on our base for a little while until maybe a temporal storm turns up. I might want to, yeah, I think I'm going to collect some seeds first. Now, luckily, birch seeds aren't stingy. I'm thinking, so we're going to have an entrance probably here and on the other side. So if we do you, and then straight across, and maybe do you, and we do the same this side, and we do same amount of space, so 3 gap. You know, 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna be going there. There we go. Let's remove this. As I show the wood. Right here, and we'll take this up to a decent amount. So I think basically we'll take it up to maybe there to start off with. So this is what we've got going so far. I like it. I quite like the coloration. It basically goes well with the granite, which is super nice. I like this as well. The actual what's it called? Well, I can't remember the name of it. Rammed earth. You know, it's the other variation of rammed earth. I think it makes a nice little combination with the granite as well. Now I do need to collect a lot of birch, which I will collect in the briar patch. There's lots of birch trees there. But I think for now, I want to get away from that to start off with. And we're going to go over to the iron that we found. Well, we didn't find it so much. It was more along the lines of we discovered a potential location. Yeah, that sounds better. Potential location. So I will basically head off that way. Now it is. Let me zoom out. Zoom out a bit more. Over here. So it is quite a bit of a distance away. We're going to have to go across the pond. No, we don't have to go across the pond, but we have to go around it. And around there and over to this location. Okay. Well, we made it without dying. But look at this. 23 flax seeds in Magic collect, 18 flax fibers, we've got some onions, we've got some rye, and we've got some turnips as well. So happy days for the actual seeds and stuff. Oh, look at that. It's my little pile of soil. Right, so our little area is over here. Let's bring out the ladder. We're going to need you, definitely. And I think we'll go... Ouch. We'll just go here. I think it'd be easier just to do it this way. So you, and then straight up. There we go. There we go. And this is our little area where I was basically having a look for iron. Now, I want to try my best, obviously, to find it. Now, I got a little bit of durability, but not a great deal. So, first things first, we're going to do a short range search, which basically, because this is default, it's going to be anywhere within 6 blocks of this. So, we'll have a look. We're going to have company in a minute. Let's, I've just found the actual iron. Hold on, let me just block this off. Because I'm pretty sure we've got company and iron. Oh, it's tin. Oh my God, we found tin. Okay, which is super good. I didn't realize we was looking for tin, but okay. Oh, it's cassiterite. Tin is cassiterite. Oh my God. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we found the tin. I forgot. Magnetite is iron. Let me bring up this. So, yeah, cassiterite is tin, not iron. So we found a tin, which is excellent. We could do with finding the iron. I'm going to change this to a long search, okay? So we're going to change the long search. So we'll do you. Right, let's collect as much tin as we can. What the hell am I doing? Because I'm doing this. Right, so where did my... Did I just throw it out as well? Oh my God, I just threw it out as well. Jesus wept. Hold on. Right, so I need to keep this one. I need to keep this. It's important. Right, okay, let's try this again. Right, get rid of you. Right. Throw higher. Trust me, I do know what I'm doing. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do, honest. Right, are you empty? 3 slots, you're empty. Right, okay. So you're gone. And you can go away as well. So we're going to do 1 linen and 1 twine to give us a linen sack, which will give us more inventory space. Yay! See, I did know what I was doing. It just didn't seem like I knew what I was doing. There we go. Now, can I chop this down? I think I can chop this down, can't I? Yes, I can. There we go. So we've got 3 more inventory spaces, which is fantastic because we have our first linen bag. I think, to be brutally honest, this is a pretty damn good haul. We've got our vegetables now. We've got turnips, we have rice seeds, we have flax seeds, and we have onions. We've got an absolute ton of cassiterite tin, and obviously we've got plenty. If you bring up the map, well, we'll get rid of you first, idiot. Bring up the map, we've got plenty of areas where we can find copper as well. We've already marked down quite a few areas. We've got one here even. So if we wanted to, on our way back home, I might stop off here and just mine up the copper, maybe from that one and that one. And that way, we got plenty of basically tin bronze, which was what we were making, or, you know, bismuth bronze, tin bronze actually. Tin bronze, to basically, the next time we do this, it can be miles better. We need to basically be gathering a few more resources up, and I need to well and truly move into the actual tin bronze era. We need to get ourselves another pickaxe, another hammer, another shovel, and probably another knife. Well, a knife will be quite good as well. And I want to make sure I get some better storage. That's right, we're going to be moving away from the reed chests, which have served us really well. I won't be getting rid of them completely. I'm probably keeping a few bits and pieces, but I want to be moving to chests. And for that, I have already made myself up a couple of copper ingots. When you're doing the nails and strips, don't use anything but copper, because to be brutally honest, well, unless you're low on copper, but there's no point using more expensive resources. It's just nails and strips. it all kind of like works the same way anyway. Right, so we use a bit of that. And we get some nails and strips going. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to put you over there. Now I want to make enough so I can do obviously a pickaxe and an axe and a shovel. So I'll be using my molds for that. But I wouldn't mind to get some ingots as well, you know, just for the old bits and bats. So let's have a see what we got here. What I don't need. So what's that one? That's a prospecting pick. Yep, pretty good. Axe mold. Yep. What's you? You are a pickaxe mold. Yep, we need that one as well. What else we got? We've got a shovel mold, false blade. Nope. And that one is a hammer. Yeah, might as well. So let's bang these out. You. There we go. So that's that done. What we'll do, we'll make sure that gets a temperature first with our peat, and then we'll use our brown coal just to bring it the rest of it. I'm pretty sure tin bronze is fine for temperature. I'm not too sure exactly how much it takes. Tin bronze smelting temperature is only 950. Happy days. Well, that's really good then. I'm surprised at that, because copper's 1084. How come tin bronze is... I don't know. Because it's probably because it's an alloy or something. Right, so let's pop you back away. Still got plenty of bismuth as well. Let's get you up to temperature. So... I'll pour that out, and then we'll leave some coal inside there just to burn away, and we'll see how much of this we can cook down. I'm probably going to use quite a bit of it. It smelts into one calcinated flint, so yeah, I think it's a one for one recipe, which again is not great. I'm not a big fan of all these recipe changes. I'm not going to lie. I'm not completely won over by him so far. How's our leather doing? 1.9 days. Oh, there we go. So let's scrape you. There we go. I'm going to put you inside there. There we go. Happy days. So our first piece of leather will be coming out very, very soon. We get 2 pieces of prepared hide, which, to be really honest, we can't do much with. But it's on the right course. We're going the right way. We're starting to get into leather, which is important for us. That's how we're going. Now, where should we put our cellar? We could go through here, you know. We've got this little area here. So we could actually go through here. It's not the worst idea in the world, to be honest. Yeah, I think we'll go through here, and we'll make ourselves a cellar out, because I also need to get myself, you know, a few more of these as well, so a few more vessels, so we can store our food better. And yeah, we're probably also going to need some crocks as well, so we can store our food over winter. Current temperature and date is 7 degrees, and the date is August. So we are fast approaching those winter months. Okay guys, we're out hunting. So I'm looking out for mushrooms as well as animals. And we're probably going to have to take out a couple more of those pigs. Just because we need the meat. It's the best satiated food we can create, which is the meat, the vegetables and the berries. It pretty much fills up our hunger. And if we get enough meat, we can obviously make ourselves 6 servings as well, which is, you know, quite a few days worth of food there. And it saves me from having to hunt every single day. Now, I do have some chickens and some hens here, which I don't really want to do, because quite frankly, they're pretty lousy eating. You don't get much off the actual chickens, and to be honest, it's probably best bet just to keep them for making eggs. Right, let's see if we can be a bit smart about this. There we go. Good stuff. Now with shears, basically you're actually given a better percentage of getting more sticks and also more seeds as well. So it is actually advised to make shears pretty much early on, just to make sure, especially in areas like this where there's not a lot of trees. Looks like we're getting quite a few maple saplings there. Oh, quite a few birch ones as well. Stuff. So I would like to basically get more birch seeds than what I'm actually chopping down, because that way we're increasing each time we actually do a harvest. And you get a decent amount of durability in your shears. You don't get a ton, but you get a decent amount. Now with a tin bronze axe, it should cut a bit quicker than your bronze one. Ooh, it was a big, decently sized birch tree that was. There we go, one more for one more. It gives it a decent amount of birch wood there, which we make into planks. Now it's not as much as say a redwood would give you, or some of the other big trees like an oak tree. But you know, we've got decent, we've got two stacks and a bit, which is jolly good. So we're going to use that. How are you doing? Yeah, all right. We're going to make ourselves some planks. There we go. Use the 12. Happy days. And it is quite simply, you go around in a circle. You put you in the middle. There you go. Now, I want 2 of the double chests. You get more inventory space. And no, I'm gonna have 3. Best we can do, I suppose. So you can be open up and you can be open up. Happy days. And then we'll put you there. And I'm gonna basically swap out this one for an actual chest. That way we can just store everything we have inside the chest. So keep you. Yep. It's super simple. It is literally a 3x3 room. So 3x3. It's a 3x3 room. This will keep everything nice and basically cool. It'll stop things from rotting and stuff as quick. For example, this food, 20 days. So it'll last 20 days inside here. It's not even in the vessel. And you know, 99 days, 10 days because it's fruit, and then, you know, decent amount, 1.1 year. This is what I'm talking about. So yeah, this is more than adequate. And I just put myself a little oil lamp as well. Happy days. And as long as I keep the door closed, everything should be good. Right, let's close this up. I think this is going to be needed more than anything else, because I'm sick of tired of being hit in the middle of the night, because it's not particularly pleasant. And then we're gonna have to find some sort of way up to our farm. Now I was using a ladder, and there is a step way up here, but I don't think I'm not too sure how usable and how feasible that is. So let's make ourselves some boards. I'm going to try to use a bit of the glass that I made from the clear quartz. Obviously, we'll do you. I've only got 4 pieces, so, and I still want to try to keep this as light as possible. Right, so we need to do on the inside. So we need to make our way out and about. I'm thinking about going to the Briar Patch, just because there's a large collection of trees there, and we need to basically get some bees. We need to find some beehives. We also need to make ourselves some skeps. Now, if it is, I'm going to bring all of this with me, and we'll have to farm some red clay when we're out and about. But yes, we should be okay. I've got a replacement tin bronze pickaxe just in case we find anything else. Full bowl of food, I think. 4% servings. Maybe not a full bowl of food. We'll get a full bowl of food before we go. That's a good idea. And we'll keep an eye out for some bits and pieces. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe even explore down in the cave today. Who knows? I'm going to make myself another torch. Now, I should have a bit of something here. Let's take one, I think. So I have heard bees out and about when I have been in this area. What time is it at this moment in time? It is, oh, 5 o'clock. Okay, right. So I think the plan is going to be, I'm going to wait till it gets dark. Is this cool? It is cool. No, not quite cool. Right, so yeah, I'm going to wait till it gets dark. I'm going to travel in the morning. Overnight, I think I'm going to work on these ingot molds just to make some plates. We'll get 3 plates. That way we can get the vast majority of our lantern making like under the belt and out of the way. But yeah, I'm going to wait till basically night falls and we'll go first thing in the morning to have a look for some bees. Okay, so whilst I'm sleeping, why don't I catch you up with what's been going on the server, on my little quartz find, and a few other interesting bits and pieces in my quartz find, and a few other bits and pieces that I've been doing around the base whilst you've not been here. Okay. We need to get ourselves some red clay first. So let's sort out the red clay first. Right, map. Red clay. So you? Yeah, there we go. So that's not far away. Let's get our sword out. Yeah, so 2 stacks of red clay should do us quite nicely. Then we can make up some skeps. Now you need to have the skeps. So for you to be able to move the bees. So when you find a wild beehive, there's 2 ways basically you can do, and I've done both. The first thing is basically build a whole base around it. In my very first vintage story world, which is still available to be seen on the channel, it's my vintage story journey. I found a beehive very quickly, and I built a house around it. I didn't do anything else. I built a house on it, put some skeps down so they could migrate to the skeps, and I basically built my massive base there. Pretty much what I did. Okay, one more. Oh, by the way, to make a skep, you need clay, and you need cattails, papyrus if you're in a hot area, and it's basically that. That's the skep. Put down 2. when you find a wild beehive, and basically you can pick it up later on and just move it to your own area. There we go. Where was this brown coal, by the way? Brown coal is over there, so it's like there. No, 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 no. Go away. Right. Oh, what's that down there? Interesting. Oh, bear. Where? Whoa, whoa! My God, oh, that jump you scared you as well. Jesus. Oh my God, it just came out of nowhere. It teleported towards me, I think he did. But let's run. I've got some, oh my God. My heart is going 10 to dozen. Follow the rabbit. Follow the rabbit. Oh my word. You know something, most people die from a bear attack. It's like skills. Well, you have to stop for a second, see if he's still following you. Right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, there. Okay. Wow. Right, let me just pause for a second. I'm just gonna quickly change my shorts and I'll be right back. Now, what you see here is just a facade, and basically it's just brick behind it. But it gives me the opportunity of when I want to expand, I can expand into these areas as well, and it looks a lot nicer as well, which was the general idea. And yes, you did notice in the video, yes, we've got lanterns. So the thinking was this. I first went on a big old tour of the area again to see if I could get some more, if I could find bees anywhere. And if we bring up the map, don't know if you remember the map from last time. Keep going. I can't zoom out anymore. So obviously this map has got even larger because I've looked into other areas. I just can't seem. They're there. I know they're there, but I just can't seem to find the bees anywhere. But luck would have it from the gargantuan sifting session that I decided to do. So, right, this was my thought process. I'm going to go out. I'm going to try to find some bees. If I can't find any bees, I'm going to sift some sand and I'm going to get some candles that way. Now, my next option was basically, well, if I can't sift for it and I can't seem to find the bees, what am I going to do? How am I going to find some candles and stuff? And then I remembered the traders. Now we were, what the heck? Someone's outside, isn't it? Yeah, I can tell someone's outside. Trying to get in. Ah, the agricultural trader. That's right. Agricultural traders have a chance of selling both beeswax and honeycomb. So you can basically get either the whole honeycomb or the beeswax. Now, it just worked out cheaper to get the honeycomb and just basically bring out the honeycomb. I think you got 2 honeycombs for every gear. So I was able to basically just buy some honeycomb now from him, just basically wring it out inside the bucket and just basically cook it down. So we got now a nice residue covered pot from my candle making. It was nice and super simple after that. 3 wax, 1 single piece of flax fiber, so you need 1. So it's 3 wax, 1 flax fiber, and that makes your candle. And you only need a couple of pieces of peat brick, and Bob's your uncle. Happy days. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to have to go on a bit of a killing spree. So we need to basically start to get some hides, because doing it this method is going to take forever. If I'm just, not killing any animals, it's kind of important if you want to get leather. So we're going to basically go off and about and do some killing to start off with. It is what it is. Hopefully we get some nice meat as well. Won't go amiss. Our current health-wise is looking, we got 23.4 health points. Fruit is almost full. Vegetable is practically full. Grain is practically full. But we are a bit low on protein. I've not had any meat for a little while now. So, yeah. Maybe we can aim for some bigger animals. Maybe some moose. Moose would be pretty good if you ask me. Do I want to go for the pigs? I am running out of pigs, to be brutally honest. Well, pigs are an easy one, so we'll do pigs then. Right. Each pig I kill reduces the amount of, obviously, possible farm I'm going to get in the future, because all the pigs are going to be flaming dead. Inside there, just a hole. Have a look and see how it's very devoid of life, isn't it? There's really, really not a lot around. So we'll try having a look down here then. Well, we're gonna have to start going back anyway because it's already starting to get dark. Time is it? It's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Unreal, isn't it? And it's already starting to get dark. And I'm pretty sure that's a wolf, which we could always try and kill, but I've only got 3 spears. And I need more than 3 spears because I'm not exactly the best shot. So I think it might be a good idea just to... can I catch you up? I think we're going to do some sort of little animal trap. I think it's going to be best bet. We can basically make a trap and just lure animals into it and stuff by using some vegetables or some grain. And then, yeah, that's one way of doing it. Right, guys, so here's what we're going to do, okay? First, we're going to get some sticks because I may need to make myself another shovel. Right, let's get our... There you go. Use our shears. We only got 1 piece of leather, which is pretty appalling, if you ask me. But hunting was never my skills. We're going to get ourselves some sticks to start off with. I don't leave it completely bald. Because obviously I would like to have some trees around here. We're going to make ourselves a little killing pit. I know it's the cop-out way of doing it, but I want leather, and this is one of the few ways that I know to guarantee it. So let's make ourselves. I made myself a shovel mold, but I didn't have any sticks with me. So there we go. Right. So I need a couple of seeds as well. So I'm thinking if we choose maybe this area here. Oh, it doesn't look like there's a great deal around and stuff, but maybe if we plant a few things down, it might work. Who knows? Right, so we've got that all sorted out. Now, if I make myself a hole, there we go. Save myself from going all the way down there and grabbing the hole that I've already made. There we go. Combine that with a stick. Now, hopefully, over time, this will draw in either rabbits or bigger animals. And, yeah. Happy days. Looks like we're right on the cusp, so all the frost is up there. You know, we're just about 1 degree down here. So, yeah, we're not overly bad down here. But that won't last, unfortunately. Pretty soon, basically, the weather will be turning. Yeah, I'm going to say I've opened up this area here. Now, we do have a cave going downwards. And to be honest, I wouldn't mind stopping that as well. That has been a pain in my backside. Oh! No, you don't. Stay still. Basically, they try to run away to get basically distance, so they can basically get you. Right, so let's have a little nosy, shall we? A little nosy down there. Right, so if we do you. I've no idea what's down here, by the way. We have no armor still. Monkeys? Ow, you shit. Let's put our sword back on. So he's over there somewhere. I can't quite see him though. Let's have a try. Let's try and goad him in. Come on. See all the actually arrow marks. So he's down there. Do I have? Yes, I do. Let's put down an actual torch. There we go. Let's rush him. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come back here. Got two of you. Okie dokie. Deep. Oh, lovely. Temporal gear. Lovely. I'll take that. That's a deep. Dead deep bottom. Oh, I'll take the temporal gear. Worth the rush, wasn't it? Good stuff. Happy days. I have actually opened up this little section inside here. Whoa, God and Bennett. They don't do a lot of damage, but they don't scare you half to death, though. No, you're not doing that. God. Yeah, so I have opened out this area here. which we can use for another part, because it's getting very, very tight inside there, especially for the stuff I want to do. Let's see if he's got anything on him. No. Okay, we'll leave that. But I want to join this up to this part of the actual building. So I'm thinking maybe making some sort of like tunnel way going down and then straight down. But I want to make sure that I avoid our cellar. And it's very, very important because our cellar keeps our food. So I might remove this table, go straight down and then straight down, make a little bit of a corridor way, make it a little bit of a walkway. I might even make it too wide. Maybe make it 3 wide. About 2 wide, I think it will look quite well. We can decorate the actual walls as well. So yeah, I want to give myself a large charcoal pit going. I also basically want to do a little bit of work on the actual new part of the build, you know, making sure everything's connected up. And then I want to do some glass making because I want to enclose our farm at the top. So at this moment in time, I have had a few days where the ice has been, well, the water has been frozen over and it's ice. Now, the minute that starts to happen, you know, you're going to start to get, you know, moisture levels going very, very low. Now, all of this is probably going to have stunted growth, but we are still going to get something. Now, I'm thinking if I was to cover this in glass, it would make an actual greenhouse. Now, the widest you can have is a 14 by 14 by 14 greenhouse. But I'm pretty sure this area is slightly bigger than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh! That's not, it's just like this bottom layer we couldn't have, which is quite good. And downwards from the biggest section. Now, I don't know if it has to be a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's fine. That's fine. So we can enclose all of this top with glass. And as long as the actual top is covered in glass, the walls don't have to be. But I'll probably still have some glass windows there as well, just to open up some light. So yeah, charcoal pit to start off with, so we can get some charcoal going. And then basically we're going to make a few more bloomeries out there. So we're going to make a few more bloomeries inside here, just so we can make sure we're cooking as much glass as possible. This can be filled up with 24 chalk, and that will give you 12... Pretty sure it's 12 full block glass panes. So we do need a couple. We need a lot more than that. So 252. So I've got quite a few quartz and stuff. Right. Okay. What is going on with the thing here? A medium rift activity. It's only medium. Right. So I'm going to sleep. And then I'll bring you back when I've found a new location. Firstly for the actual charcoal. And then basically when we're doing some work over here. All right. See you in a second. let me show you the last bits and pieces. Oh, look at that. It's a fancy lantern with gold lining. Yes, this is the lantern that we showed. Making in the video and the stuff really bright, actually. It's got a bright level of 20. Most lanterns have 18, but with the gold, it makes it even brighter. So I've been using this pretty much around my base. But yes, let me show you inside here because we have a roof. We have a new roof. Oh, yes. Looks very nice, doesn't it? So I've used light mud bricks, which is a pretty simple, straightforward recipe, actually. Let me see if I can show it here. Light mud. There you go. So you just need some sand, some dirt. I'm pretty sure any dirt will do. Low fertility, medium fertility, some dry grass, and some clay. That's it. It's a nice rock as well. Really pretty. And then we come through here. So I got a little bit bored. Let me close the door. Oh, you missed it. I got a little bit bored because of the cold nights and stuff. We come with rocky night temperatures of -12. It's been as low as -16 as well. So it is unbelievably freezing. And there's even snow starting to fall as well on the higher up grounds. So I've been chiseling, and in today's episode, I want to be working on the room up there and stuff. So let's go down here. What do you think of this? Huh? I like it. I know it's probably a little bit messy for people, but do you get what I've gone with it? Like brick underneath, and someone's like plastered over top, but this is like falling away. I really like it. I think it looks really, really good. Obviously, this is, many people have done this before and stuff, but no, I like that. I think it's quite good. And then we come through to the main room where we've got some lovely large slabs down. Yes, I went over to the little area and I got this little thing as well. Another thing that I spent some time doing. And we have a nice little spiral staircase as well, which is going to go up to a second floor. But today I want to work on this floor. I want to work here, and I want to divide the room up into maybe part of the room to a kitchen, part of the room for just a chilling out area, and maybe part of the room for storage, so chests and the whatnot and the like and stuff. I don't have any nails at the moment in time, so I'm gonna have to make some more nails and stuff to get some chests going, and we can maybe do some I don't know, a few bits and pieces. I don't have any charcoal. I suppose I could put some charcoal to cook, couldn't I? Right, so let's go down and have a look. You can have a look what I have done. And just tell me what you think of it. What do we think for a kitchen? Do we like? We've got a little bit of an archway, a little bit of a surround going on as well. Don't know if I'm going to keep this or maybe just lower this down to the floor and stuff. I'm not too sure about that yet, and obviously have to change out the roof. The reason why I've left the roof is because we're going to be going up there, and I don't know whether to have maybe almost like have a glass roof might be a good idea, just to get that a little bit more lighting. But yeah, we got a back door now to go out there and stuff. Done a bit of chiseling all over the place, like a pizza oven type of style of thing. I like this. This is very, very pretty. And yeah, I think it just looks really kitcheny, which is pretty much what I'm going for. Let's pop this inside. There we go. Yeah, we got some firewood and we got our pizza. We can stock all this right high as well as the firewood as well. We've got a nice little cooking area here. And once obviously those burnt down once, because we've got this little surround going around here and stuff, you won't be able to notice the actual wood as much, and it'll look more like the pots are just there. But yeah, should look a lot better and stuff. Oh, perfect timing because the light's coming through now as well. But yeah, change down this as well, which is what I wanted to do to match up with that one. And yeah, all in all, I'm just really, I'll stay still. Sorry, I have a habit of doing that, moving around too much. So yeah. Got some shelving down so I can make myself some food pots and just basically just fill this all with food stuff. Obviously we need to get some books and stuff. I even put down my little reindeer antler. Well, it was actually a moose that I killed, but still, it had antlers, so moved over the actual shells so it looks a bit prettier. But I'm really happy with this. I think it looks pretty much spot on. Yeah, Yeah, really, really happy. I was thinking as it's starting to get light, I've only just see I made myself a new I have to make myself a new hammer. Um I've just made myself a Tim Brock's pickaxe, and this has absolutely not been used yet. Now, if we bring up our map, we did find the guy who sells the route to the Resonance Archive. And I was thinking if we go back there, sell him a Tim Bronze pick, which is all we need, and yeah, we will have the location of our Resonance Archive. Is it that one? There we go. Resonance Archive and map seller. So if we head up here, pretty sure it's that guy, or is it this guy? That's agricultural. Pretty sure it's this guy. Pretty sure it is. So when it gets a little bit more lighter, we'll head up there and then we'll find our way where in our world is the Resonance Archive. Mr. Traderman. Oh, snow here. Look at this there. Right. Close your door and then close your door. Hello, Edel. You're a treasure hunter. Welcome back. And today's What Can I Do For You? Know of any interesting places around here? Got something big for you. Too dangerous for me, but you might be able to handle it. I can't give away a haul like this for free though. Bring me a Tim Bronze pickaxe and I'll tell you where to find it. Trust me, it's worth your while. So I've got my Tim Bronze pickaxe. I appreciate that. Now listen up. I found this a couple of weeks back. A massive cavern with huge figure looming within it. Scared me senseless. So I got out there real quick. But I could tell it's got full treasure. Full of trouble too, no doubt. I'll mark it on your map if you're going. Make sure you're prepared. It's no easy trek through the tunnels. And I think that's it. Let me just check the inventory. Yeah, our Tim Bronze pickaxe is gone. Right, so it's there. So it's up there. So let's go see how far we need to go. Zoom out. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Keep on going. So there we are. Resonance Archive. It is minus 4796. So around about 4,000 blocks away. It's pretty much a straight line, which is pretty good. We are currently, where are we coming? Oh, we're currently here. So yeah, pretty much a straight line. I was expecting to be a lot further away, but that's all right. That's not too bad. That's doable. Just make sure we take plenty of food and stuff. Yeah, happy days. So there we go. We have our Resonance Archive whenever we want it. So I've segregated the rooms up. So this is like almost like a waiting room here. Put down some plants. I would like to get some other variations, not just the lupins, although the lupins are very pretty. And I made some planters and some flower pots as well. And we got a bit of light from the actual glass. And this separates inside here. Now I am tempted to actually open this up with a door, so we can basically leave and exit via this way. Now oh, see, another one of these guys. Jeez. For some reason, they're still spawning. I've just updated. Whoa. Ow. Ow. God, and Bennett, they are hit hard. Now, I've really, really hit hard. It went dark for a second. Oh, must have been an eclipse. So, I've just updated to 1.20.8. This is what I mean. They should be despawning or going away. Still having problems with the mobs. Don't seem to be respecting light levels. They just constantly seems to be around. I have to leave the area. Now, on reading the devlogs of this update, 1.20.8 and stuff, they were talking about mob mechanics and things like that. So I hope it's not a permanent change. Anyway, so we've changed things around here. I've improved the sofa so it looks more like a sofa, so it's a little bit lower, as well as the chair as well. But I can still sit on it, which is excellent, which is good stuff for me. So there we go. We'll have a perch, and at least my feet almost touch the ground. I want to sort out some sort of storage room, an actual room for our storage. And the way I want to break it down, I want to break down the storage into deep storage, things we have a lot of, like granite or slate, or what else do we have a lot of? Bones and sticks. So I want to do deep storage crates. So we're gonna have crates, and then we're gonna have chests for obviously the day-to-day things. Now, we do have some ores. Not a lot, but we got some. So I can make myself some more strips and nails. I don't really want to use the tin bronze, but we should have enough here to make ourselves a decent amount of strips and nails. Pretty sure. Let's have a quick check. I have found another deposit of copper as well. Where's my thingy? Up there. There we go. Come here. Yeah, but I want to basically make an actual storage room today. Now, it's going to be opening up more of this area. So what's that giving me? Oh, yeah. Good stuff. 800. There we go. 800. When you do 800 of it, I need some logs. Actually, I'll use the peat instead. Burns quicker. So, I'm not too sure if we're going to be going upwards or we're going to be opening out another room. I'm thinking we may go upwards to that part over there. How safe is it outside? Reasonably safe. It's vintage storage. Never going to be that safe. Yeah, keep on walking, Mr. Spider. I'll find it. That doesn't work with me. Yeah. Good stuff. Happy days. So, I'm thinking of expanding from our kitchen. Well, from our kitchen. This is the second mob this is done this with. Strange. Won't let me click out. So I'm thinking about basically updating it above here. So increasing this in height and maybe having some sort of storage structure up here. Not too sure on the design. I'm probably thinking something along the same as this. I do prefer the actual birch. But yeah, I might have to remove some of this stuff. I don't. We'll work with it. We'll decide along the way. But first things first, I need to make up some more ingot molds, some more ingots. 2, 4, 6, and we got some over there as well. 8, because I need some more strips and nails so we can get some proper storage going. All right. Right. It's going to take me a little while to do this, and I will catch you very, very soon. All right. And then this is starting to get a little bit more light now. We'll go back upstairs. Temperature is currently -12, so we've had it colder. Right, so I'm thinking start off with this wall here. We're going to change into cobble. So, not too sure how high I want to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 is not too bad, to be honest. This is probably going to be the wall of storage, hence the reason why it's plain and boring. And then I was thinking basically we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then maybe a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then we'll have a gap of 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 2, 3, 4, 5. And to be honest, I think I'm going to wrap the cobble around here as well. Just basically have cobble, and cobble there. Miss me. Right, what was I doing? This one as well. So I want to bring this down. There we go, that's nice like that. Should I? So we're gonna have to basically do that way. No, this is gonna have to stay out. Hold on. So, yeah. So, I need to basically use the large logs, not logs, large boards, and then an absolute ton of glass. It's an eclipse, by the way. And I'm going to get some granite as well. Right, so let me basically do the granite out, and then we're going to have some large planks. I'm going to have a lot of glass as well. So all of this is going to be like almost like glass fronted, and it's going to be nice and bright, and lots of lights going to be inside here. And then we can use this wall predominantly as our like storage wall for our deep storage and our chests. And I think that will look quite good. Okay, right. I'll grab some more materials. Here we go. Right, first things first, we'll make the chests up. I also want to make some labeled chests as well. Okay, so 32 inside there. We'll see how many we can make. Well, that's not many to start off with. So that's to start off with. So that's 21 wooden chests. Now I do want to label them all, so I want to use the birch wood. Actually, no, I don't. So 21 takes 2 each. I need 40. Unfortunately. Because I want to be able to find things really easily, really simply. There we go. So we'll have one left over. Okay, so we're gonna join you up with that, which will give us 20 chests. Now I want to make sure we have some deep storage. So we'll do you. We want you. So that will give us, was it 2? Maybe. Let's see if we've got a little bit more wood. Oh, come on. Literally spawn underneath a light. You dead now? Yeah? Yeah, because that's logical, wasn't it? You know, spawning underneath a light. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, well, let's see how much wood we have. Right, so I'm thinking, so deep storage. So deep storage. And then we're going to start, well, I think we're going to start it around about here. 3. So guys, what did we think of the final finished product? For want of a better word. So this can be expanded. Obviously we can add more chests along this wall when needed. At this moment in time I'm happy with this because this is everything I've got anyway. I've added a few stones that I've seen, like peridot, and I've seen shale. I've just not picked up, and I've seen andesite. I've just not picked up as yet. Redwood, well, everyone comes across redwood at some point, but yeah. And then we've got our deep storage along there. I thought I'd add a few other flowers as well, just to brighten up again. Again, I don't have anything but the lupins, but I like this. I think it looks really, really well. It serves a purpose. It's nice and clear. Everything's clearly marked, and everything's been moved over as well. So yeah, super happy with that. So guys, let me just basically update you on what basically I've been doing the last couple of days. So it's not just 1 or 2 things I've been doing. I've been trying to basically make a little bit of progress off camera, just boring stuff more than anything else. Right, so we've put in an actual farm. So this is basically a vegetable farm. So we have a rye grain, we have turnips, and we have cabbages as well, which is I'm looking forward to. Cabbage is best vegetable in the game. And we've got a tiny bit of spelt, and we've got a tiny bit of onions down there. I've also collected as many bushes as I could when I've been traveling around, planted down a ton of trees in and around the area up to the top, and just to basically help reduce the amount of mobs I was getting, I've filled in all the basically like open bits, basically any areas that a mob could potentially spawn. So down there, over here, basically over here. I had that much soil, I thought I might as well, and it's a quick enough job to do. And I've also cornered the whole area with fencing as well, so they can't like come over this way. So far, I am noticing a better effect at night. I'm not getting as many mobs inside here, like spawning at the top and falling down. I still am getting a few, but not as many. So we've got this, which is excellent stuff. Right, secondly, I wanted a way for me to get from my my storeroom, to the other part of my base a bit quicker. So what I've done, I've just made a little tunnel. Simple as that. I need to refresh these torches as well. Let's do charcoal. Not so bad. We are really running low now. Obviously, I've had to make myself a pickaxe and other bits and pieces as well. And I don't want them. So I'll just put them in my storeroom, I suppose. Right, so we need to find a place to situate our windmill. Now, I'm pretty sure I want it up at the top. I was tempted just to have it like in one of the sides over here, but I think I want it up at the top. So there we go. You can go there. I haven't got much soil left. Just like 4 stacks at one point. Okay, so what's best way? What is the best way? So I'm thinking there's always there. See, they do still spawn, just not as often. Miss me. Oh no, damn. Oh, we got one of those as well. Ah, what are you doing? Come on. God, it hit like a ton of bricks today. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's at least pick it up. Aim for the crotch, I was told. Yeah. Yeah, so one of my comments said basically with the new boar tawns and the new shivers, basically if you try to harvest them from the crotch, I know, you'll pretty much, that's where the hitbox is. And it works actually, so harvest them from the crotch. It's the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. Harvest your boar tawns and shivers from the crotch. Anyway, so I'm thinking basically I might want to have around about there, to be honest. Because that might be quite a nice area. And we could start building up there. Because obviously the higher you are with the windmill, the better it is actually for your windmill. Okay, so let's go up to the top and let's have a look, shall we? So it needs to be usable. So my forge is best. My forge area is there underneath that farm. Because essentially what we're going to be doing is basically we're going to be running a line of axles going straight downwards to a held hammer setup. So that's the main aim against everything and stuff. And obviously something that we can hook into our quern as well as anything else that we have, pulverizers and the like. I think that might be actually not a bad area. I could flatten that down. Basically fill that in, flatten that down, and then basically just have it like here. I think that is not too bad of an idea. Let me just move these. Actually, so this is what we have. Let me just back up a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Oh, that's an awful view. So we'll go around here instead. How about that? Just without killing myself. There we go. So this is what we've got. So I'm going to be using pretty much the same. So I'm going to be using birch on this side because we have the larch on the opposite side. I'm going to be keeping it to the debarked logs and just the normal birch planks. I want a lot of light. Again, I want plenty of light inside here. So we're going to be doing that as a surround. I don't know whether I'm going to go one higher yet. I think 5 is okay for a size, height of roof. And I need to fill in these bits, make sure nothing's spawning. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do for the outside. But we have to kind of make the actual stuff first. So it's crafting time. Let me get rid of you and you. So I've got my resin, I've got my fat. So first things first, we need a windmill rotor. Okie dokie. So I'm going to need my guide out for this one. Can you move, please? Okay, don't move then. So, windmill rotor. So you need a chisel and a hammer. Damn. Literally straight off the bat. So that's basically a held hammer unit. That there. Now, I do need more axles and I need more angled gears. God. So, I've got 1 resin left. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. I think I'll make another... Make another 2 of these. I think that's a good idea. Because it doesn't cost anything. Okay, I'm going to make 1 more angled gear. And I'll make 2 more of these. Because at least it doesn't cost any resin. So you can go there. Put 2 inside there. There we go. So if we want you, use our last one up. You. That one again. You move over. Stick. Piece of fat. And you. So that's another angled gear. And we might as well basically finish off. Might as well. Not being funny. Might as well use it all up. So we've got 2 more there. There we go. We've got 10 axles, 2 angled gears, 1 windmill rotor, and then we've got the full health hammer setup as well. Okie dokie. Right. I'm going to wait till it's morning and then we'll do the setup. Okay? You. And to be honest, probably want to have you. Right, so if I run you there, if we do you, there we go, that's turning. So we got our wind power from there coming all the way down straight to here. And then we need to best, oh, I'll get some food in a second, just ignore him. We'll do you and you and you. I might not have enough room, but we'll see. So we need to put that there. That in front. And then that on top. Come on, be nice. Yeah, I'll get out of the way then. Are you going to be nice? And there we go. 1 hellhammer. So this is what I have prepared. So I basically changed out all the darkened slate walls for just some granite cobblestone. I'm probably going to put some more detail in that at some point, but at this moment in time I just want it just plain and standard. Brought myself 2 chests and I've brought up, I think, everything I'm going to need. So the bottom one is pretty much all the ores and the mold plates and all that type of stuff, and you know, vertical rack holders, and this is our building stuff. So we're going to take out a few of these to start off with. So we'll close you up and we'll do probably 2 of them. I need my hammer because we're just converting these to the debarked birch. So we need you down the bottom, hammer. you. 16, and I'll do another 8. So we'll start with that first, and we'll see how far we can get. Now, I want to have this all closed in, but I still want it. You know, I need to have a way out. For want of a better way, but I think we're going to start over here first. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Right, so the roof part. I know what I did over here. I just put the actual this fanned church on top of it, but for this bit, it's just a completely flat roof with some hanging gardens. And to be honest, that's not a bad idea. If I just have grass straight across, and I can just have some flowers as a hanging garden again. Have a little bit forward. I also need to put in the church in the actual middle of the debarked birch. But yeah, that's quite good actually. I like that. But that's what I'm going to do. Oh, definitely. Look at that. Bring you out. There we go. Definitely need to have a picture of that one. Ooh, come on. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we're going to be breaking into animal husbandry, and for anyone around here who had to look it up like me, animal husbandry is just basically the breeding of animals. And because Vintage Story has a multi-level system when it comes to breeding animals, it's not as simple, straightforward as best. You just get 2 animals together and breed them up, and that's it. Walk away. There's different tiers of animals. The more higher tier the animal gets, the more comfortable around the player, so you can just walk around without them freaking out. And obviously, there's differences with the sheep as well. The sheep can't be milked to make cheese until they reach a certain tier level. We do have a few animals around, and basically they are, I'm pretty sure they're opposite here. So if we came out here and literally like over there, I'd say, in the open out bit, and be on the map. So probably around about this area, maybe even this area. We do have family of pigs. We do have some chickens as well. Unfortunately, the bighorn goats and sheep are way over on the mountain over there. So that's going to take a little bit of coaxing over, I think, is the best word I can use. And I think I'm going to make this the new animal area. I'll just double check to make sure the bad guys have gone. There's a few drifters and a few boatones around here. Now let's open this up and see what we've got. Oh, right, I'm going to go up on it. Right, okay. Right, so. So from here, where are the animals? That's the question. Okay. You're still on me. Yeah, I'm still on me. Come on, stay with me. I'm doing a mixture of walking and running, just so basically it doesn't lose interest. Come on then. Come on. Oh, damn. Oh my god, the attention span of a bloody potato. Where's he gone? Come on. Oh, come on, he's not that difficult. Yeah, the game still doesn't have leads, so I can't lead him at all. I was just to make sure. Let's just stay out of his reach enough. Come on. Come on, Bernard. What you? He's nudging me in the water. But I want to bar this off completely. Righty ho, what do we all think? It seems a little bit, I must admit, it does seem a little bit squeezed in. I do like it though. I do like it. I don't. I'm gonna let you decide on this one. To be brutally honest, I do like it. I think it looks quite cool. I think we could do with like some hay bales down. I think that wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, just to make it look a bit more. It's weird because the pigs do really enjoy being inside there, especially in the. They have a dip in the water and they'll go on the banks, and it's really strange. I mean, they seem to be relatively happy, to be honest. Maybe the pigs like the damp area. I don't know. Let's put down some. Let's put on some hay. I think might be a good idea. I've got 2 anyway. So, this might be a lower block. Oh, it is a lower block. Darn. No, what I wanted. Okay, we're gonna have to do it from the floor then instead, and just be like a little bit creative like that. Okay. So what do we think? I do like it. I mean, if you go inside, got a little bit of a thing. I might have to lower down the actual roofing here, just because I can't. I won't be to place. Say I can't place anything flush on, which is not really the most ideal thing. So realistically, either needs to go one down half a block or up half a block. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it down half a block. Hello, Mr. Drifter. Yeah, so do you as well. Right, so at least we can actually place chests down here now as well. Need to probably break you out. My pickaxe is literally on the border of breaking now. It's literally just about there. It's not going to take much. And yeah. But yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah, I think that's all right. Chests and some wheat, and it should look a lot better. I think ideally, you know, I probably would have just used a different area, but I wanted to use somewhere which was, you know, rather close, and it doesn't look that bad. I don't think it looks that bad anyway. And you have to tell me what you think. But yeah, Animal Barn. And this is close to our home base and sealed in at the top, so nothing's going to get in from the top. And yeah, I just need a bit of a, probably need to put a lantern inside there just to keep it lit up. But the pig seems to be happy. All the food's gone. Yeah. Well, let me just empty my inventory and just get the piggies a little bit more food, and then we'll finish off the episode. Okay. Right. See you shortly. Ooh, Monkey Man. Monkey Man. Oh, Monkey Man dead. Rightio, so we'll pop a crate inside here, and we'll pop a chest inside here as well. It's a good idea. And we'll just pop the actual grain inside here. Yeah, for 1.3 years, so plenty of time to make it last. I've already fed him again. Seem to be enjoying that. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me for today. Oh, I've got quite a few chests. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this is all right. I don't know. You're gonna have to let me know. I know it's a bit weird placed and stuff. I kind of like it. I think it's not too bad. All right, guys. Right. That's going to do it for me for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Usual stuff. Join, membership, blah, de blah, de blah. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, leave me a comment. I like to have something to read. And I will look forward to seeing you in the very next episode. Alrighty. Bye for now. Bye.